All right, this is Dylan Bauckworth, Prospect Fighting Championships. We're here at Rebel Nightclub, Toronto, Ontario, PFC 13, and a victorious Michael Imperato is my guest presently. How are you feeling there, man?
Great, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just wondering, what your assessment on your opponent's skills are. Was there anything different he brought to the table based on your preconceived notions at all?
I'm wondering how you like the show.
It was great. I thought it was a great fight all around for sure.
Yeah, no, he's a talented dude. I knew he was. I can just fight from everywhere. I don't watch too much of my opponents. I have a bunch of friends that look out and give me their best opinion. But at the end of the day, the battle's always against myself. If my head's clear and everything's good in my life, and I can put some time dedication, I'm very dangerous, and I know that. So, yeah, nothing I didn't expect. He's definitely tough. He showed up. He missed some weight, so I knew he was gonna be a little bigger and stuff like that. But I cut a lot of weight, so I'm not too worried. And yeah, I just knew he was gonna be game. I didn't know how fast or how long or whatever, but I was ready for anything. So.
Yeah, now you've got back-to-back W's on the PFC circuit and everything like that. Are you looking to get on the next one at all? Is that kind of the next step? Or are you looking at maybe Contender Series or something like that? Because I'd heard a Sportsnet interview where you indicated Contender Series as a potential next step or a forward step.
Man, I've been around for a long time. I'm getting old. I got 2 kids, married, house, just got a second house, waiting to move into that one. I got a lot of people helping me out and supporting me, a lot of people that stuck it out, and they keep in contact with me every day, and they all believe in me, and I don't want to make failures out of myself or them. So I'm going to give it as much as I can for as long as I can. However, I have been considering retirement for a long time. I just know that MMA going like this is not going to benefit me in the future. I just love to fight. I love bringing everyone together. And I already got married. I'm only doing that once. Never going to get divorced. Never going to get into a second marriage. So the only way to have these parties is to fight. So wherever it is, whether it's in Toronto, wherever, it'd be great to be in the UFC. And I would love to get there. And I know they're hiring either by injury or Contender Series, and Contender Series is a great way to build a fan base, and I know that's coming up, and that's something I would love to do, and I believe I can fight anyone in the world at my weight. And right now I'm feeling great. I'd like to keep it going for another couple months because I know that's coming up April, May. So I hope this gets to UFC. I hope it gets to Sean Shelby, locally, Canada-wide, nationwide, everywhere in the States. There's no 35 of my personality or my talent or the diversity that I have in every single way, whether it's based on fans, family, fighting, excitement in every aspect of my life, and I bring a lot to the table, and I have a great story that they can build on, and I have no ill feelings towards them. I just want to perform there and see where that goes. But a lot of people that have been with me deserve to get there. I deserve to get there, and I deserve everyone needs to get paid. It's been around me forever, so that's my goal. If I fight for PFC in the future, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But again, I'm in it for the big run, not for no little small things. So I fought at home. That's very important. Everyone that wanted to see me got to see me. I got to put on a show, a little bit on the feet, a little bit of wrestling, some finish, two rounds, 2 minutes. Sorry, 1 round, 2 minutes. But they got to see a little bit of everything, and I'm glad I pulled off a great performance.
Yeah, and also in that interview that I mentioned from Sportsnet, you'd mentioned that a possible bantamweight title fight might be something that would pique your interest, in terms of being the inaugural PFC champion. Where is that still an express goal? Where would that rank as a possible next step, I suppose?
I know a lot of guys want me to fight for a title, a lot of shows. I sell tickets, I have fans, I bring a lot of excitement, and I feel like I'm pretty good with whatever I do, interviews, TV, story, all that stuff. But again, it's great for everyone, just not for me. And I also believe I want to go to the UFC. And if I get there, it'll be 3 rounds. I won't be fighting for 5 rounds if someone pulls out or it's a last-minute replacement, which I would 100% do. But in the meantime, I don't see myself fighting 5 rounds, so I don't believe to fight for a title. I had a title, I got screwed out by a cut, and some commission stuff. I don't like to leave things in people's hands, and the longer you're in there, the better chance you have. So I like to keep it 3 rounds, get in there, get out, A-level money, A-level fight. So if you're gonna pay me, I'll do whatever. But if I'm not getting paid, I kind of got to start worrying about myself and my family, because I can't do this forever, and I can't go in there and get hurt for a little money. So whatever makes sense, we'll figure it out. But at the moment, like I said, I'm in it for the big shot. I might even this might be my last one. Who knows? So we'll see what happens.
Is this something you'd like to carry on for the rest of your life, just in the sense of being a lifelong martial artist? Because it seems like that's something that's grounded you and kind of imparted a lot of lessons on you. Is that something you'd still like going forward with, even in a non-competitive capacity, I suppose?
My whole life, I've always been maybe a little bit of a troublemaker. No drugs, no gang violence, but always been a little shit disturber. But in life, I learned a lot of lessons. I messed up with, I talk a lot, I speak what's on my mind, I don't think about it first, so I made a lot of mistakes. But I definitely believe that, I can give it back a lot, I can inspire a lot of people, and I don't want to be that loudmouth that causes trouble, says whatever, and doesn't man up to it or own up to it, and doesn't stick it through, So I'm in the fight business, it's a tough business. I had my losses, I had my wins, I learned the hard way, I had ups and I had downs. I've been everywhere, and I believe the only way from here is just going up, and to get what I've earned over the years. I definitely put the sacrifice in, so I'm hoping for the payout and the reward. But again, I'm not sure where it's gonna go, what I'm gonna do. I enjoy martial arts. I stay in the gym. I stay fit. My family likes coming to the gym. My kids love the daycare. They love the people around it. I'm a people person. I can't be locked up and go to work all day, every day, 9 to 5. That's not my life. I like to have some excitement and do some crazy things. And if I'm broke, then I'm going to go win the lottery, and I'm going to take all my boys out to party. And if I can't do that, then I'll find a way. But I got to go to work for now and do what I got to do. So if the fight business is going to pay me, then I'm going to take that route for sure. But if it's not, then, I got to go with a pick and shovel and do what I got to do until I can have a great time,
Yeah, well, from some of the past research I'd done, I'd seen you had a bit of like plumbing and electrical experience too and stuff like that. So, I mean, maybe not like, you got options basically. And like, you seem very family oriented too. Like, how much did that last moment, like when you were in London, mean to have, your child in the cage with you? Because I imagine that was hugely important.
Yeah, so I have my own construction company. My dad knows a lot about a lot of things. I was an apprentice plumber, apprentice mechanic. I did a lot. I can do a lot of things, a lot of renovations. I have my own construction company, so I have so much to fall back on. That's why I'm not scared to risk everything, because I always have plan B, C, and D, and I have a great family that supports me. My family's huge. My son, my daughter, I just want them to know when they grow up that I never quit, just to believe, just keep going no matter what. There's a lot of ups and downs, so, I have my coach that wasn't here today, Sam Zakula, so I know the feeling of like having love and support, and I know when people want to be there and don't want to be there, and a lot. So I just know that I'm always gonna be there for them. I'm always gonna be tough. I'm always gonna give it my all. I'm gonna protect them till I can't, till I'm not here no more. So I'll always be a lifelong martial artist. I'll always train. I'll always help out others. We'll see where it goes. I have a lot of friends here today. My buddy Jay Wyszynski, he's always stuck it out. He's been a long time teammate, friend. He's always helped me. Takes time off work. Does so much shit for me. Like, can never repay him. My boy Adrian Woolley, I always look up to him. At one point, he was fighting for TKO title. I was in his corner. I thought he was going to make the UFC. He should have, but he's a gangster. He's my boy. I always look up to him, and having him come support me, I reached out. It was just like a shot in the dark, and I didn't think he would, but right away he jumped on it. Spent a couple of days with me, and just having him there, I looked up to him big time. My boy Paulo Kekovic, he's a kickboxing coach. A few years back when I fought Dimitri Wernberg, he came into my life. And we had it a little bit on and off. I train with him here and there, but he's always there to help me. And when it's convenient for him, he has a family and stuff like that too. And a lot of these guys, I can't pay them, right? So a lot of it's from the goodwill of their heart. And there's no repay for me, unless I can do whatever. And I don't think I repay them for the stuff, for the impact they made in my life. My buddy Chris Zerb, X-Performance, he's helped me through so much shit, man. I'm lucky I'm walking today because of him, with a lot of soft tissue and stuff like that, and for so many fights he's been there for me and helped me through thick and thin. Whenever I call him, he's there, and again, someone that I can never repay or do anything. So I have a lot of people that I got to give back to. My coach Sam, he's been hitting me up, sending me videos, links, get my mind right, focusing me, little clips. This is what I do, go at the guy, and a few fights I had fun, and I jumped around and moved around, and I wasn't 100%. I wasn't there. My mind wasn't right. My head wasn't in it. I was just doing it for fun and just to do it. But my last few months, I've been busting my ass, and I had a lot of support and a lot of strong-minded people around me. That's all that matters to me, and with that, I'm unstoppable. So we'll see how long everybody has. I'm the youngest, and I'm just trying to bring the army together. So I'm like a one-man army over here, and just trying to make everything work. So as long as I can, I will. But I just really don't know, man. I take it day at a time.
Well, that was an amazing performance, man, and I want to let you, celebrate and enjoy the moment. But I'm curious if there's anything you'd like to add as a parting thought as we're wrapping up here. There's a lot of good shout-outs, but if there's just anything else that you wanted to, have as a parting thought.
Yeah, for me, my life's out there. It's on Google, it's on Instagram. Everyone knows everything about me. I don't really have much secrets. Just everyone that's helped me, that I believe they deserve a lot more than I can ever give. So whatever I can do for them, or whatever help I can give them, they're all great people in all their own ways. And I have a couple sponsors. My cousin Sal from again Barbershop. He's always helped me for so many fights. This time I got him to sponsor PFC. His cage logo's on the cage floor. It was the best exposure for him. So he helped me out so much. This time I just gave him the best opportunity for himself. So I hope they appreciate that. But he's my third cousin. He's always been there for me. Him and all his friends came out from the shop. His buddy from Jameson from Elite Tattoos up in Woodbridge, he sponsored me. He's been to TKO in here. Great energy, great people, so much thanks back. A lot of people want to sponsor, a lot of people just want to do what's best for them. These guys do what's best for me, so I really appreciate it. Street Couture, they give me a facility to train at. Doug Urch, he's been around my life for a long time, and we had our ups and downs and stuff like that, but he's always there for me, and he gives me a place to train. He welcomes everybody with me, and that goes a long way for me as well. So a lot of respect to those guys, and pretty much sums it all up. But yeah, PFC for having me out here. Rebel Nightclub, everyone in GTA, you for your great interviews and your time. You stiffed me on one interview, but it's all good. And
am I banned from Extreme Couture now? Is that how this works?
No more dates. No more dinner dates. And when I see you, I see you. You're not getting my hopes up no more.
I broke Michael Imperato's heart, but perhaps this victory will mend some things a little bit. This is Dylan Bowker at PFC 13.
Dylan, hold on, one more. Dylan's better than Hawani over here, and then I was so excited to see him. I don't like doing interviews online or written ones. You know, I like to speak so people hear me and they can tell what's genuine and what's not. I don't want to make no bullshit up on paper, and I like to speak my heart and my mind, and I speak what's on the spot. So that's why I don't like those interviews. You know, I was hoping you can make by the gym, see a facility, talk to me there, and I know you're really busy, but you're definitely one of the best interview, or however you want to call it. You know, people around, and I love talking to you, and you know what questions to ask, what to ask, and I know you do the research and you care about every athlete that you interview. So I really appreciate it, and it's just a joke, man. But thank you so much for being around.
Yeah, I know the backstory too is like very dry. Like it's just like I'm doing some new freelance stuff and, you know, trying to scrape money, save it where I can, kind of thing. But no, I appreciate all the time and insights, and those are some very kind words, man. So thanks for the time, Mike.
Thanks so much, Dylan. Have a great one.
That's great.
Thanks, brother. Thanks so much, man.